What's up, guys? It's Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and we are coming back at you again today with another video. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Finally, the recap from Bristol, and oh my goodness, it was crazy. Got a lot of stuff to show. This video might get a little lengthy. I do apologize if so. I had thought about weaning out the same autographs, like if I got it and Grayson got it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna showcase both of our sets, show what we got signed. So if you see the same thing, maybe it's signed a little different or something like that, I'm still just gonna show it just because it kind of shows what we did get signed. I will give totals here. Grayson got 54 trading cards signed, 193 hero cards signed, and one poster thing. Me, I got 79 cards signed, 194 hero cards signed, 5 etc. items. It's just little miscellaneous things. And then 2 posters. Total I got was 280. Grayson got 248. So we're literally talking 32 more autographs that I got than Grayson did. Are you kidding me? This kid is a monster, guys. I'm telling you. He is becoming a little professional at getting autographs. I'll tell you that. Grand total of everything in one day, 528. So that's not too bad at all. So we're just going to get right into it and show you guys what we got signed. No particular order whatsoever. Just going to kind of run through it. Mentioning some of the posters, we had this from Rick Ware Racing. We did get Carson Ware. Totally forgot that we needed Cody on it. But it's just something we wanted to mess around with since we had. And I got the same thing on Carson Ware there. I do want to share this. If you guys remember the Bowman Gray picture that I was getting signed, I worked on it, I believe, at Darlington. May have worked on it a little bit at Martinsville, but I don't remember or recall doing that. I think most of this was done at Darlington. But I finished it up, got Josh Berry on it. I'll do a big picture of it. Let's see if I can do this here. Pick this up and show you guys. It is all signed. Everybody signed it now, so that's pretty impressive. I'm excited to have that done. That one's pretty special to me, so glad to have gotten that completed. Try and get a frame for it so I can protect it so it doesn't get messed up. All right, so moving right along, we're going to get into it with trading cards. This is Grayson's stack. Like I said, no particular order. You may see some of the same cards in my stack, vice versa. But these are Grayson's trading cards, and he got them signed. So starting off, we got Jesse Love, Justin Allgaier. In the future, some of this stuff may be for sale. Mine, that is. Especially if I got doubles. He got his Zillage rookie card signed. Jeffrey Earnhardt. There's Alfredo. I'll just show you guys. I'm not going to call everybody out because it's just going to be ridiculously stupid with how much stuff that we got here. Did get Amarola, though, on some stuff. That was nice seeing him. Just don't know how many more times you may see him because of his career and where it's at. We know he went back to Xfinity. Now we get into some of the Cup guys here. Grayson didn't have any Stenhouse cards, I don't believe. So I gave him a couple of mine so he could get them signed. This is that Carson Hocevar that we got the other week. I think we've shown that video since the making of this one. This one's 178 out of 250 on that one. You got Ginsburg on that. Suarez. Winner circle. That was the through wide finish where he won by just a hair, so to speak. So Suarez took good care of him there. Michael McDowell. That one smudged on him. It's okay, though. Tyler Reddick. I know some of these guys we're running out of cards for. I know cards is in our title, but I guess we do hero cards, so that counts. Just not been... I've been trying to get some of our cards that we actually have in boxes signed, because those just pile up, and, you know, that's the whole point. You want to do something with them. Like these, there's some older Bowmans. Grayson got Bubba on a few. He actually played rock, paper, scissors, trying to win Bubba's hat. That is on social media if you guys want to see that. Logano. Didn't realize Grayson got 4 Loganos on his page. Let me tell you something about Ty Dillon, man. He is... I don't know what he's doing. I guess since he almost won that $1 million, he's just turned into... I don't know. I don't want to say jerk, but he did sign. But, man, like 1 or 2 per person or something like that. It's just kind of crazy with Ty Dillon. Then he got Noah Gragson. So there is Grayson's trading cards. I'm going to put this in its baggie so I don't misplace them. And then I'll get right into my trading cards. I've got a little stack here. Daniel Dye. Yeah, so some of these cards, like the ones I got doubles of, definitely offer those up. Amarola. He didn't sign everything, and then I think he signed later on, so I managed to get 2 more trading cards. That's a rookie card. I was happy to get that. Sam Mayer. Jeffrey Earnhardt. I've heard some people tell me about me, you know, putting the cards down like I do. Guys, they're in good condition. I'm not throwing these cards around. Zillich on a few there. I've been doing this long enough to know what I'm doing. It looks like I'm throwing them down, but I'm not. So, if that hurts you, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but the guys that's been watching us for a long time know us better than that. Sammy Smith. We do have Justin Haley on a few there. Grayson forgot to get his trading cards. There's just some things you forget. You can't always remember. I'm going to move that stack over because they're wanting to slide. Got Alex Bowman on a couple there. John Hunter. Some Prism. Excited to get some Select pretty soon, I hope. Haven't saw it in stores. I got to get a hobby box for us to break here on the channel with our monthly break. Carson Hosfar, his pen was a little light, especially on those, but it wrote pretty good on that one, so can't complain there. Mine was 179 of 250. Cindric, he signed a page for me, which I was, you know, I don't force those guys to do anything, but it was nice to see him do that. I always tell him to sign what you'd like, and he took care of the page. So there's more where that came from with Cindric, though. Cole Custer, he managed to sign also, which he's got a quick signature. It's always funny watching Cole sign. I mean, it's like he's mad at whatever he's signing, but he wasn't mad, but you know what I mean. Just his actions and the way he handled it. Tyler Reddick. Suarez. I think I'm about out of Suarez cards. So, Stenhouse, a few here. I did get Ginsbergen on a rookie card from last year's Donruss. Busher on a few. He's talking about how he wanted to sign that one, where he'd won it. Like I said, I always leave it up to them of what they want to sign. Chase Briscoe. We got Riley Herbst and Zane Smith. Zane's another one that's really, I don't know, he just, to me, he doesn't really like to sign, just from his actions. And I don't mean to talk bad, but, I mean, it's just what I've seen. Maybe that episode, you know, so to speak. All right, we're going to get right into Grayson's hero cards, and then I'll do mine, and then we'll do the die-cast and miscellaneous stuff. So here's Grayson's stack. What a heck of a stack is all I can say. We'll start with some photos. We always like taking pictures. And Grayson likes to showcase what, when he meets a driver, and then he gets them signed later on. There's Ginsburg. We got Cody Ware, Eric Amarola, and Jesse Love. All right, moving right along. Grayson got this from the Bob's event in Winston-Salem. One of the ladies gave it to him. So he wanted to get it signed, and it's got a little stand with it. And he managed to get it signed. So pretty awesome there. And then we'll go right into the hero cards. No particular order. Sheldon Creed. Trying to figure out how I can do this, because we got a stack to go through. And then have them at the right length too. Let me get this situated, guys. I do apologize. Kenseth, I may just let them fall. Let me get done. Junior, sign right there. Got Junior on that one. I almost did not pack for Junior. I really didn't. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I think we're just about out of Dale Jr. items other than like trading cards. There's Brandon Jones on a few here. They all kind of look the same, just that sponsorship on the hood and the back changes. That's it, though. He was talking about how many it really was, and I was like, yeah, there's a ton. Jesse Love, Carson Ware, they were handing that out when they came through. It's a blank back, but it was nice to see that. We got Carson Quapple, William Sawalich. I'm going to move these over just because I'm going to be all over the place anyways. Corey Day. They handed us this also through there. It's nice to see some of those folks coming by, and they would hand out cards like that. I mean, you know, that's what the whole sponsorship thing's about. Justin Allgaier, we recently received these. I don't know if that video's up or not. I think it is by now, I would say. Got this triple signed. Carson Quapple, Justin Allgaier, and Connor Zilic. There's another Sheldon Creed. Josh Williams. Sam Mayer. Sign there. Justin Allgaier. Grayson still wants to get Junior on that one. Move that to the side so I don't have to later. Eric Amarola. There's Ryan Ellis. Another Ryan Ellis. That's throwback. And that one. Austin Hill. And you may see some of these in my stack, but like I said, I would rather just show them so you guys can see everything. Harrison Burton. Quapple again. Alfredo. Daniel Dye was really happy to see that one. And he remembered us from, you know, obviously going to Bowman Gray. And that's Grayson's last piece of his puzzle, so to speak, with that. And he was excited to get that signed. Mando Deodorant for Josh Balicki. Had a bunch for Josh, that's for sure. But we appreciated him signing. There's Josh again. Got a few more here. Yeah, we're all over the place. There's Harrison Burton again. Nick Sanchez. Sammy Smith. Brandon Poole. Got another Sammy Smith. Connor Zilic. A couple there. Taylor Gray. And then Grayson did manage to, I think, wipe out his, what he had for Larson there. It's kind of funny. I won't go into the whole Larson thing. Me and him exchanged a few words. It wasn't hateful or anything, but kind of cleared the air there. So, you know, Grayson worked it. He did get it. That's for sure. I'm glad he did to knock him out. And I appreciate Larson for doing that for him. He already had Cliff Daniels, so he managed to get Larson on that. There's Noah. I don't know what was going on with his pen, but it was definitely wore out. Ty Dillon. Noah again. Ginsburg. Noah. Todd Gilliland. There's quite a few Cody Wares here. No, he wasn't mad signing all these. We fair warned him. We don't force these guys to sign this stuff like this. We ask them, will they? And if they want to, they will. If they don't, no big deal. So don't be hating, guys. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, Cody Ware was signing all these. There's just so many different ones. It is insane. He said, we've got a healthy set of sponsors, that's for sure. That he does. All right, I'm going to move these. Start another stack. Till it's going to get out of hand, so to speak. He did manage to get Priest and Busher on that. I think he added Busher on this one. He already had Brad. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. There's Austin Dillon. You got Josh Berry. This is his kids color for PPG. He did not win the contest there, but he wanted to get Josh to sign his contest entry, so that was cool that Grayson done that. All right, there's Gillen again. Suarez, that's the car he drove in Mexico and won with. Zane Smith on a few. I don't know what kind of gold he's got there, but that's that same one that smears. And that it does, if you don't let it dry. Zane Smith, we got that in the other week, so it's cool to get that. John Hunter, his bronze was kind of running out there. It's nice to knock him out there. Brad K on a few. And he added Brad on that one also. AJ Allmendinger, he took good care of us. He was in a great mood because he had won the poll. I believe that's kind of why he signed the way he did. And he wasn't really in a rush. I mean, he was just willing to take care of everybody. Kyle Busch, Grayson got him on a few here. I think by the help of his mom, he got 4, which is good. I know he'd been toting some of these for a while. It's good to get those. Bubba Wallace, mentioned him earlier. Grayson playing him for his hat, and he missed out on it. But maybe next time. Carson Hocevar is another one. We put him up there. We told him we had a couple that we needed done. Well, a few, whatever. And he managed to knock both mine and Grayson's out. So here's what we got signed by Hocevar. Like I say, you will see some of these same cards again in my stack, but I always like to, you know, showcase everything, so to speak. Hocevar. Some of these do look the same, but I promise they're different. I'm going to back that up just so when I do show the card, it shows a little better. I believe Grayson added Brad on this. He already had Priest. He needs Busher now. He's got Busher on that, so he did complete that. He added Brad there. Tyler Reddick. Signed a couple there. He finished this with Herbst on it. We got Herbst on a couple more. Grayson did manage to get that signed. I didn't realize he... well, he did. He got one of those. I was thinking because of mine. Grayson went up to Joe Gibbs with one of these, but Joe signed it with his black. So, and he gave him the same thing Grayson was trying to give him to get signed. So, it kind of worked out. Riley Herbst on a few more. All right, Blaney. I think between Grayson and my wife, they knocked out his Blaney's, that's for sure. Blaney was so good to sign, though. He was. Gotta appreciate him for that. There's so many of these. I think Grayson is trying to build the set. He should be pretty close. That's for sure. My goodness. So many different ones. He may have the whole set. He just might. And then he got the body armor. All right. Alex Bowman. Stenhouse. Cindric. Cindric's the same way with all these. I mean, geez, there's Jack Links. Quaker State. Duracell. Delta. And then we had a few here for McDowell. There's a random Noah just in here. There's McDowell. McDowell. All right, Bale. I think he was signing too, so it was nice to knock a couple out there with him. Someone else was signing. I remember me and Grayson, we just got him the once and didn't try him anymore. There's Denny. Chase Briscoe. And then last but not least is Justin Haley. And this will wrap up Grayson's hero cards. That's all the ones he got signed. So I'm going to move those over and we will get right into my stack. So bear with me. You may see some of the same stuff, but I hope y'all are enjoying this video so far. So that's the main thing. I did manage to add Josh Bilicki to this. I've been slowly working on it. I already had Blaine Perkins and Bobby Dotter. Still needing Greg Gauldin, Stephen Parsons, Mason Massey, Natalie Decker. I mean, it's just something I'm messing with over time, so no rush. Kind of here, too. Added Matt Kenseth. It's crazy to think that I've gotten this many on this poster, or hero card, that is. Got Jack Roush left to get, Jamie McMurray and Colin Braun. Those two, there's a possibility. This one, I know he only signs through the mail, and I'm not sending that out through the mail. I managed to add Matt Kenseth to this one. Already got Jeff Fuller, Dale Jr., and now Kenseth. Dave Blaney's possible. Mike Bliss, I don't think so. Nadu. No, that's Stacey Compton. Ed Berry is a possibility if I could ever see him again. But, I mean, Scott Pruitt's going to be the toughest one out of all that. All right. Got Junior. On that, I did complete this one. Carolina Carport sent me one, but I never got one for Grayson. So, did manage to get all of those completed, though. Got Junior and Allgaier on that one. Dale Jr. there. Did manage to get some photos signed as well. There's Kyle Busch, me, Grayson, and him. Then we got Josh Williams. Little insider, he told me that Beetlejuice was coming back real soon. So I don't know if that's something he's got in the works for October coming up. Stay tuned for that. You heard it here. Now don't get me if it doesn't happen, but we'll see what happens. Joe Gibbs signed one of his pamphlets. I did get the triple on that one, just like Grayson. Taylor Gray. Brandon Jones. Mine are signed over here. In the darkest spot ever. He did manage to sign that one up top. Brandon's autograph is not hitting on much, but at least he stopped and signed. We got Carson Ware. Carson Quapple. Jesse Love on a couple there. Corey Day. Connor Zillich. Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier on that one. Still, I got another one, so get Junior on that one too, if I choose to. Justin Allgaier. There's my Daniel Dye. I'm glad we got two of those from Eric, and that worked out. Getting that signed. I know Grayson was so happy. Josh Williams, and we got Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed. I got a couple of these. Amarola. Brandon Poole. I said you guys would see some of the same stuff. It's kind of what I was telling you earlier. Ryan Ellis. The good thing is, though, I am trying to soon do some hero card mystery packs again. So maybe, you know, I've got a bunch of stuff, or either a sale. So we've got some stuff available for sure. Austin Hill. Harrison Burton. Sorry for the glare. Josh Balicki. I know this video has been lengthy, that is for sure. If you're still here watching, we both, me and Grayson both appreciate that. Nick Sanchez. But I mean, with me and him both getting some of the same stuff signed, I know it could be annoying seeing the same stuff, but it is what we got signed. And it ain't a video until a plane goes over. So we'll let that go over. Justin Haley. Spire makes a lot of cards. It's just insane. Zane Smith. Zane. I already had Chris Rice on there, added AJ. I think I literally have nothing for AJ now. Same thing with that one on Chris Rice. Other than trading cards, which is crazy to think, but it's just true. He was so nice to sign all this. Got Herbst on that one. Completed like Grayson did. There's Herbst again. Bubba. And then Blaney. Again, for Blaney to knock all these out. I don't think I finished all my Blaneys, but Grayson sure as heck knocked his out. I may have, though. Body armor. I love that stuff, especially the chill's pretty good. The zero sugar's all right. I like my standard fruit punch. That's just my go-to. Like I said, I got C-Bell. A couple there. Chase Briscoe. Bob's Discount. Had an extra one of those, so I was glad to get that signed. National Debt. I did get Joe Gibbs on that, and then Denny. Got the double Priest and Busher. There's Austin Dillon. Reddick. Let me get this stack over. I'm going to have fun having to rearrange these. I'm just trying to keep the flow and the stack not get too high. There we go with Noah. I think it's interesting how Noah, on mine at least, signed over the numbers. And you can see the trend. I don't know if he's doing that all the time, but maybe that's just his signature spot, so to speak. And he's literally doing it consecutively over and over. There's a younger Noah. I had almost forgotten I had these cold custards. Missed him, and then he came back signing again. And I was like, okay, definitely gotta get this before I forget. There's Ginsburg. Ty Dillon. All right, Cody Ware. Again, for Cody to sign all of mine and Grayson's, it's just awesome. Sorry if you can't always see the auto, but I'm just showing you. Be here all day if I'm hovering over the auto. We kind of know how they sign if you've seen them before. Chris Buescher completed that one. That one's complete. Same thing there. Got Brad on back. Added Buescher. Get these turned around. Got Brad on this one though. Got John Hunter. His bronze was just basically given out though. Mentioned that earlier with Grayson's. All right, Joey. He signed one of these earlier for me this year, and he signed on the white sticker thing, and it just smeared, so that was no good. Glad to get that one fixed. Hunt Brothers card, that one's nice. Not the biggest Joey fan, but I like the way that card looks. And it's definitely like a fancy style paper. All right, Hocevar. Again, don't hate, guys. I mean, he was fine with it. We kept thanking him. Just glad to knock them out. Now, these two cards look the same. This one and this one. One is in Spanish. This is the Spanish version. Chili's Truck. All right. We got Stenhouse. McDowell. Those groups over at Spire, though, they ain't hurting for some sponsors right now, at least. That is for sure. Unless they know something, you know, that I don't. My goodness at all these. All right. Cinder. Looks like he'll round it out for me. Quaker State Delta. Duracell. Jack Links. And Snap-on. So that is all of my hero cards that I got signed. And then we're going to move. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry, take that back. These are the Larsons. I had them over to the side. Didn't put them in the stack. Just managed to get that sticker, win sticker there. That's a prime sticker. That's not a postcard. Got him on that one. So happy to get these done. The Valvoline. And then I know this is not Larson, but he won with this car because Zilich was out. I guess I'll probably maybe add Zilich. But yeah, getting that one is pretty special because I was having a hard time finding that card. Anyways, that's what we got hero card wise, and then we'll go into my miscellaneous, etc. stuff. All right, you guys know it's been a little bit ago, but if you've watched the channel, you know that I've been collecting the video games that they come out each year. I've been doing that for a long time, way before we even started YouTube. But now I've started trying to go back and get the covers of the games signed. So Managed to knock out some stuff that I was working on. I almost forgot about them before we left out, and I added them into the stacks. Did get Alex Bowman on Heat 3. Still got to get Jimmy, Chase, Byron, if I choose to. My thing is just to at least get somebody on them so that they're marked off. But if I don't get those other ones, it's no big deal to me. Got the Xbox Series X / Xbox One NASCAR 21 Ignition Day 1 Edition. I have the gold version on PlayStation 4. It's got Billy Elliot on it. But getting this one, let me get Bubba and Blaney. Still got to get Chase if I decide to. If not, at least I got somebody on it. So that was cool to add those. I did get Kyle Busch on a car that I bought several months back. And Kyle just, he was not in a good mood. But at least he stopped and signed. He was switching pins. That's something he used to not do. But we've got the Diatech.com Frankenstein Monsters movie sign there. And then I did manage to buy the help from, I'll give him a shout out. Maybe he's watching, or maybe he's not. I don't know. Christian, you know who you are. I really appreciate you helping me get these signed. And then my wife helping me. There's a whole backlog story. I won't go into details here on YouTube about it, but for those that were there and witnessed it and all, it was just crazy. But I did manage to get Larson, or they did, to help me on the Lionel exclusive there in blue. That's what that one looks like. First time I'm really showing this on the channel. Never done a unboxing or anything. I know Grayson wants one of these really bad, but got that signed. And then these are customs I did. They have their flaws. Yes, I'm not going to lie there. And I know where they're at and I can see them, and it just irks me. This 10 car, I'm not happy with how everything came out, but it doesn't look terrible, I guess. But I did manage to get Larson, or they did, you know what I mean, there on the windshield. It's not a bad looking car, but I know where the flaws are, and I'm just not happy with how it looks. I'll just say that. What's happening is, though, the person I ordered the wraps from, or the decals, it's a complete wrap, and it's been painted underneath the car. They're off by just a little hair all over, and it makes it to not line up right. But I'm happy with it. It's going into the collection, so I'm not mad about it there. I did do this truck. It looks better than the car. The only thing is the decals look a little blurry. They're not like vividly bright like that other one. But this is a truck that I've wanted for a while, and now it is signed. That blue goes good with that. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm happy, and that's the main thing. This I'm really excited that I got done. I gotta give a shout out definitely to my wife again for helping me get that one. And that is the wing from the Australia win, signed in green. And it's funny, you can get this signed, and it's like it just blends in with the dirt. It's not really dirt, but you know, just the facsimile dirt, I guess you could say. And just amazes me how much detail they do put into these things. But anyways, there's that sign. So that is everything, guys. Again, total 528 autographs all together between me and Grayson. Grayson managed to get 248 autographs. I got 280. So it was a good haul for sure. Again, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Leave us a like. If you're new here, comment. Consider subscribing if you enjoy this type of stuff. We do all kinds of fun stuff, and we've always got new stuff coming out. So, thanks again for watching. Sorry for the long video, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Again, this is Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and we will see y'all later. Take care, guys. God bless.